Toastmaster. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. For the benefit of our guests, Table Topics enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. It helps train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. Guests may also participate if they wish. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are disqualified at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day in your speech. Today's word of the day, alacrity, cheerful, readiness, promptness, or willingness. For today's table topic session, I will read the first part of a famous quote. The speaker has to complete and build upon it with a twist if they wish. I ask if we have one volunteer. Not everyone at once. So I would have to call on someone.
I'll do it.
Hi, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Camille, could you repeat what the table topic was again?
For today's table topic session, I will read the first part of a famous quote. The speaker has to complete and build upon it with a twist.
Oh no. Maybe I should read. I am volunteer now. Oh my God. Oh no.
Okay, it's easy. It's easy. And let's just have fun with it. There's no right or wrong with any of it. It's just being able to practice to think on your feet, okay? Melissa, famous quote, be the change and you continue. Again, be the change and you will end it with a twist, with whatever you want.
Okay, be the change. Be the change and be the one and make a sparkle. Be the change. The only person who can make a change is yourself. You can change someone's life. You can change your attitude. You can change your clothes. You can change your virtual background. You be the change. Be the change in someone's life. Bring happiness. Bring a smile to someone's face. Can everybody hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Making a change for yourself, your attitude, making the choice to see life with a smile. That's not always the easiest thing. And then there's change. Change to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the now, prepare yourself for today, prepare yourself for the future. Choose to smile. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. That was excellent. Change with a smile or choose to smile. Excellent. Next. Let's have.
Camille, I'll go.
Do we have a volunteer, Ruth?
I'll go.
Thank you so much. For any movement to gain momentum, it must. For any movement to gain momentum, it must.
For any movement to gain momentum, there must be mass and velocity. As we talked about earlier today, that momentum is the product of mass and velocity. So, how do we get this mass? Mass can be anything. Mass can be members in a group. Mass can be your attitude. Mass can be your family. Mass can be pretty much anything you want it to be. Velocity comes back to change. Velocity, and my physics is lacking here since it's been a very long time, but velocity is how fast something is moving. So are you moving fast or are you moving slow? Can you change that? That will get to your momentum. How do you change your velocity to influence your momentum? That can come back to also with your mass. It can be your attitude. It can be simply changing what you do in the mornings. I've done this just a lot recently. When we started all this year, I kind of started being so-so, and then we went to work at home, and it was still like, whatever. But I've changed my velocity to move my momentum. Every morning I wake up and I write down 5 things of gratitude, 5 things I'm grateful for. And that really helps me set the tone for my day. It has made my change in my momentum and my mass and my velocity to move me forward to a better place. I actually credit a lot of that into where I am today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth.
Oh, great job.
Thank you for the mass and velocity of momentum. Next, can we have a volunteer with a lot of alacrity, a lot of willingness, guys? Going once, going twice, and then I will be calling. And would any of our visitors like to participate?
Yes, I was going to say if Chris wouldn't mind. Chris, are you up for it?
Yeah, sure.
Good man.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'll give you a nice one. When life offers you a lemon, famous quote, when life offers you a lemon.
Make lemonade, as the saying goes. This reminds me of a Facebook status that somebody who I consider a friend, but don't actually know too well, wrote this a year ago. And he was basically having a few gripes about life. He had just been diagnosed with something, I believe. I can't remember what, but it'd probably be private anyway. And a few other bits and bobs were not going brilliantly in his life. Things were not going swimmingly. And he wrote this quote, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And I actually really applauded the fact that somebody on social media could be so honest and open about how dreadful things were. And yet there's still plenty of reason for him to feel grateful, to feel optimistic, and also full of hope. Now, given that it is 21 minutes past 1 in the morning over here, I'm sure my brain is not remembering all of the details quite as they would be if this was in your time zone, for example, and I had a bit more alacrity in my step. But it's a wonderful quote that I just do remember this one friend using in a very touching and humbling way. And yes, indeed, when life gives you something bitter or sour, make it something sweet. Like this pandemic, for example. The world is going through a pretty horrible time. Yet here I am, thousands of miles away in the UK, and I'm able to connect with fellow Toastmasters, and I've been doing this a lot, and it's really grown me as a person. And so whenever there's a bad thing happening, something unexpectedly wonderful can come out of it as well. Thank you very much, Madam Topics Master.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. When life offers you a lemon, make lemonade.
Yeah.
If it's sour, make it something sweet. We can all relate, especially with COVID. So we have time for one more. I would like to call on Anthony.
I have an evaluation to give right now. Maybe choose George or Renee.
Oh,
But I can give it if you want. I'm just saying.
yes, I would like, because I have this particular topic. I will focus on you so we can end it. One way to keep momentum going is to, quote, one way to keep momentum going is to
break inertia. One way to keep momentum going is to break inertia. Whatever is holding you back right now, think of something that's holding you back in your life right now. You want to get something incredible done. You've got a goal in mind, but there's something holding you back. In order to build your momentum, you must first break inertia. Let's say you want to build your speech for the next Toastmaster meeting, and you're wondering, am I ready? Should I do it? What should I do? Break inertia by setting a timer for 10 minutes and say, I'm going to start for just 10 minutes building my next speech outline. I will build this outline, think of principles that I want to share with the group. Write it out. Next day, grab your timer, give 10 more minutes, fill in the blanks a little more. And then on day 3, practice giving your speech to yourself. Listen to your recording for 10 minutes the next day. And as you do this, what will happen? Before you know it, you've got a grand speech ready to give to this community and to other people in your life. If you want to build and break your momentum, begin right now by breaking inertia, taking those micro steps that Vijay was talking about, and making sure that you do this on a daily basis, because those grand breakthroughs, those incredible momentums do not start until you first break inertia with small micro steps.